everybody. Welcome back. It's MicheleMarieDalene. Of course, today is Saturday. For those of you who did not know, we did not win the Power or Mega Millions. It was sold to a ticket was sold to somebody in Illinois that won it. The $1.25 billion jackpot was sold only to one ticket to Illinois, United States. So, of course, a lot of people tried, a lot of people played, but unfortunately, nobody in Connecticut won it. But that's kind of expected. It's kind of like the Powerball. That's one of the reasons why these games can get so big, is because they have your chances of winning are pretty slight, but we tried, alright? I mean, we tried to win, we tried to play, we tried to, it just didn't work out, okay? Today, of course, is Friday, and we do have a night show tonight, and I know I said I had to turn monetization on. Oh well. I'll turn it on after the show's over. Last time we covered a couple things. A lot of things, actually, besides what we do with the money, but also, the weather forecast has been absolutely inhospitable. There is no way anyone could not deny that. In fact, people in Nevada on the Strip got enough rain, the flash flood, Las Vegas, Nevada. So Las Vegas, Nevada got a lot of rain, flooded out a lot of the casinos there. Kentucky, unfortunately, also had flash flooding and a lot of deaths from that flash flooding as well. So, I guess in some ways you can say that the weather has certainly been a real trip this year, and especially in the month of July for the East Coast. Unfortunately, we're not out of the heat wave yet. Okay, now, it's going to be getting back into the 30s this week. And I'm going to be honest when I say it, I really wish the summer would just end. And so I can get my back into something where I can start doing more fun projects besides tripping like a rack. That would be nice. But, it doesn't seem to be the way it's going to go. Right now it's 24 degrees Celsius. Expected high is 27, which is good. Maybe we can do something today. Starting on Tuesday, we're going to see temperatures in the 30s and above. Okay? Thursday next week is expected to be a high of 36. That's 35 was bad. 36. Ouch. So it's not really cooling down. It's just spicy. How you doing, Brian Gang? I'm doing right now. I'm okay. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed we didn't win the lottery, but that's not uncommon. But it would have been nice. One ticket won the $1.2 billion Mega Million prize. Here's what we know so far. A ticket holder in Illinois won $1.2.8 billion prize on Friday night. The winning numbers were listed as 13, 36, 45, 56, 67, and the gold mega ball was 14. The multiplier was 2x. The megaplier was 2x. Okay. We didn't try using the megaplier, but we didn't have any of those numbers anyway. The winning ticket was sold at the Speedy Cafe Speedway gas station on East Tohi Avenue in Des Plaines, Illinois. Most winners out for the cash option, which is estimated at $742.2 billion. Sorry, 747.2 million. Wow. Definitely was still been quite a nice surprise, chunk of change, you know. I'm doing fine, Krista. I'm gonna have to cancel that UConn appointment. I don't think I can afford it. It was not contingent to winning the lottery. That was something beforehand. But okay, Pankaj. I'm doing okay right now. That's good. So what I'll do is I'll have to call him up to the office on Monday and cancel. By next week, by starting Tuesday of next week, it's going to be getting hot again, and then of course Thursday will be a high of 36 degrees Celsius. This heat just won't quit. My electric bill is going to be so high, I'm going to have to cut into my savings account, I think, for next month's bill when it comes out. I got a feeling it's going to be in the $200 to $300 range. Because they say our utility bills is going to double, so it'll be 100% higher for electric and gas bills this coming season. Why do you think that you stood a reasonable chance? I didn't think I stood a reasonable chance. I just always wanted to give it a shot and see if I could win. I didn't know if I'd be reasonable if I would win or not. I mean, come on. I never said I thought I was going to win. You know, even the tarot cards didn't even say I was going to win. Tarot cards said you would be responsible with the results and you would understand. You know, you're taking a chance. They said they didn't say you're going to win. They never said that. But you know, it would have been nice, but oh well. It's not the first time, so I hardly ever played a Powerball either, but what are they gonna do if they ever have a game that has winnings are like winning ticket for a couple $1 trillion? Wow. A couple $1 trillion lottery winnings. But oh well, you know, easy come, easy go, I guess. Now, by the way, I was thinking about buying some of my coffee cups and stuff. I can have some here. And I really do want to get some coffee cups. But, you know, the thing is, I don't think that's going to happen either. Well, I might buy one. I don't know. Right now, the problem is I gotta pay the electric bill when it comes out. The next month's bill. Ones that hasn't come out yet. I've already allocated for the 115, but I got a feeling next month it's going to be like 250. If things are as bad as they say they're going to be. So, $250 a month electric bill for the summertime? Yikes. How you doing, Jojo? Oh, I just got the panel for you. Who could afford a $230 a month electric bill? And that's crazy economy. Oh yeah. By the way, several European Union cities have said that they're going to be taking out their street lights because they can't afford to pay for the electric on them anymore. That's right. They're going to uninstall streetlights and disconnect and remove the bulbs from the ones that they have because they can't afford to keep them lit. Makes you wonder what in how. I'm glad to hear that. You're doing better. Why, what's your electric bill? Right now, I don't even have $240. I mean, I got about $300 in the savings account, but that basically would kill my entire savings account. Yeah, who wants to pay a $240 electric bill? Unless, of course, your electric bill is normally a lot higher than that. Like a larger house or something. I just want the summer to end. Well, even Krista's electric bill is high, and she's on a budget plan. And that's estimate. I got a feeling that's what it's going to be like next month because of all the air conditioning and all the fans that we're running. I don't think it's... Okay. Well, maybe we should ask him what's the square footage of his house. That might give us a better idea. Texas, okay. Oh yeah, you definitely would be cooking in Texas. That's not uncommon for Texas. That's how many square feet's your house? Let's start with the most obvious thing. Obviously, you're running your central air conditioner. 6,500. Brian K. In the summertime, our electric bills are higher than in the winter time. Usually, in the winter time, I pay about 85. Summertime, I pay about 120. Yeah, it's about the same for me. But just so far this year has been because they've already said that they're going to be giving us rate hikes. And they say hopefully they think that by the end of the year it'll be 100% rate hike. You're talking about something that is really going to seriously hurt. That means double the utility bill. Because there's not, there's a shortage of fuel, even in the United States. Well, first of all, Jojo, you don't have air conditioning. Okay. That's one reason why. If you had air conditioning, you would definitely see, because we, in the wintertime, me and Krista both got, well, she has to pay for her separate gas. I actually got heat and hot water in with my rent, but she has to pay for separate gas for her heating. Yeah, that would work. Make sure to get one that has a Tesla Powerwall system, because that way, if your power goes out, you'll still have electricity to go by. I don't know about Warren Buffett. Yeah, if I had won the lottery, I would have bought this building and totally redesigned it to have mini splits. For all the apartments would have their own mini split for air conditioning, and in that way, the tenants also can use the mini splits as a heat pump in the wintertime, so that we can keep the boiler. Just turn the boiler on November 1st, because the tenants would have their heat pumps run, and then yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah, mini break sound actually pretty good. I could use one of those too, but unfortunately, um, usually Premiere In or Travel Lodge. No, if I had won the lottery, I actually probably would have started my application to move to the United Kingdom. Period. I would have definitely done that. But then again, I also definitely would like to renovate this building too. So it's kind of a toss up what I would have done. I would have definitely done that. I mean, this is my home. I mean, I'll be honest. I've lived here for so many years. I definitely would like to see it kind of return to its glory days. South End, great place. Yeah, especially if you have $787 to spend on things. I don't know. Certainly would not live in London. Um, Maybe I'm not sure exactly where I live. East Anglia, maybe, I don't know, someplace like that. The Vikings were, my ancestors were. Um, or maybe I'd move up to Scotland. Maybe East Anglia. Where it's not too friggin' hot and it's not too friggin' cold. I love the cold a lot more than I love the heat. Trust me, I can handle the cold. If I get cold, I can always throw more blankets on me or a jacket. But during the summertime, I can't take off enough clothing. Probably for a while, yeah. Or with Andrew. Probably eventually would probably be moving with Andrew. I don't know how Andrew would feel about that personally. I don't think he would mind. But then again, if he's like most Virgos, he's gonna probably say, "So I need my private time." Yeah, $1.28 billion. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't by me though. It was somebody in Illinois that won it. What makes you think though? Think of this question. How would you deposit that into a bank account? My bank would probably have a heart attack. They saw a $787.2 million check show up. And I go, "Oh my God, are we gonna cash this? Please don't do a bank run. Don't take all the money out. We'll kill our entire bottom line." Yeah. True. I wonder one thing though about the UK. Would someone with my eyesight in the UK be able to get a driver's license? I don't know. Now, please don't put a joystick in the car though, okay? Please don't make Michelle drive with a joystick. She'll be all over the road in seconds. I don't know, honestly. I definitely wanted to give a charity. I definitely said that if I had one, that I would be having a contest to give away $100,000 to one lucky recipient that emails me. And, obviously I can't do that contest. You ever seen me drive an American Truck Simulator with an Xbox controller? Would you really want to see someone like driving that way down on your roads there in Britain? A joystick? Yeah. It's kind of an interesting thing in so many states. I don't see too many winners in Connecticut. Well, anyway, I'm thinking about buying some of my coffee mugs. Maybe not this month, but because all the money that I earned from YouTube is going towards bills this month. Okay. Well, one thing is definitely for sure is I think I'm gonna have to cut some expenses somewhere. And I say that because just like the Late and Lively commercial, I think I overdid it. What I mean by that is, like I said, with the internet package. Hi Andrew, how you doing? But then you guys over there have access to pretty good mass transit. here in the United States, mass transit is pretty much not a thing for most people. And so a lot of disabled depend on other people to take them to the store. Like I have to ask Krista for help because there's not a good mass transit network to really take you where you gotta go. This kind of sucks because, I'll jump on a bed. I'm good. I need to be off in 20 minutes. Okay. I'll jump on for a bit. I'm good. Need to be off in 40 minutes. Okay. Why? What's the story, Andrew? In 40 minutes, do you have a meeting in 40 minutes, or do you mean that you'll be off from work in 40 minutes? Okay, Andrew's coming on now. Let's get him on here. Hello, how you doing?
Well, thanks. How you doing yourself?
I'm doing alright. Well, a little bit disappointed I didn't win the lottery, but I wasn't expecting I was. The tarot cards didn't even say I was gonna win, but they seem to say is that
yeah, no problem, Jojo.
You give it a try.
Yeah, I don't think you go into the lottery with I would say you have to go into it with zero expectations. You might get one or two numbers, which might give you something.
Ed played the game too, and he lost as well, so.
Oh, right. Okay, wow.
The problem is that the games get so many numbers that you gotta match perfectly fine. If you don't win them, if you don't match them perfectly, you can't win at all.
Right. Hey, Dave. How you doing, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, that's why I say go into it with zero expectations. That way you won't be disappointed,
Yeah.
In my day, I'm doing my old man expression.
So, by the way, what do you have to do in 40 minutes?
I have to dish out a chicken casserole, believe it or not.
Oh.
So it's pretty much there. I left this morning, and I put everything out into the crock pot type of thing, and it'll be ready to go by then. So I know myself by the time I've timed the potatoes and stuff like that,
Okay. You do a lot of cooking?
I do a lot of microwaving.
Okay.
Sometimes it is nice to have a home cooked meal, if that makes sense, Scottish Dave was just saying he went to Edinburgh and visited Greyfriars Bobby. See, I've never actually seen it.
I don't know who that is.
It's like a dog or something. I don't know if it's a true story or not, but I'm not sure.
Jojo wants to know if you have any dumplings to go with that chicken casserole.
Jojo, I have zero dumplings.
She has nothing at all.
Zero dumplings. I'm such a failure.
Scottish Dave says he's a microwave chef or microwave king.
Yeah, I can understand that, I'm pretty much.
I hardly even use mine. I mean, I once in a while just use to warm up something. That's about it. I don't really cook in it.
Oh shit! Excuse my language, but you just remind me of something,
That's
Jojo.
Okay.
I've got to put veggies in them.
Yeah.
There are vegetables in them, but I need to add a few extra, so I'll maybe do that in like 2 minutes or something, and then come back, and by that time,
I'll probably be making some bagels for breakfast afterwards, and then maybe take a bath between
It's chicken. Yeah.
now and the night show. Because, I mean, it's going to be warm enough that I should be dry. My hair should be dry by the night show.
Well, Christine was just saying that her dad was stationed at Edinburgh Castle. I mean, originally when I was born, it's not too far from Edinburgh, but it's maybe about 30 miles, so it's nothing really, you know. But I don't really like Edinburgh. I always find Edinburgh very touristy,
Yeah.
very cheesy and stuff like that. And Glasgow's a much more vibrant city. It's a much more modern city.
Right.
Aberdeen, on the other hand, is just a shithole. You know, it's where you come to work and work with oil and work with anything.
Yeah, but you know what, though? I'm still curious of one thing. After the
Which
heat
is?
wave you guys had, you, do you think people are going to be considering getting more window air conditioners in the UK?
I think it should have been done a long time ago, Michelle. Michelle, we've got another heat wave coming in the early
Okay,
August.
Jojo wants to come on. Okay.
Well,
Well, I mean,
they're talking
the thing
about, again,
is that I
35,
guess
40
people just
degrees
didn't
and
want to
stuff
spend
like
the
that,
money. Hi, Jojo, how you
because
doing?
literally the
Hiya.
road. Hey, Jojo, how you doing?
Hello, Andrew. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, darling. Yeah, but literally the roads. I mean, Jojo, it would be even worse for you down there. Roads were literally melting.
Yeah.
I don't really go out a lot anyway, but I mean, I haven't really noticed it really. I don't know what's going on.
God, I used to. But well, see, we don't. Air conditioning is not really like a usual thing in this country, and
No.
So you
And
can't
then-
go
Oh,
to your
hotels.
local home center, like our
Right.
Lowe's or Home Depot, and pick up one for the windows?
yeah, but I need about 6 of them because especially what they're saying next month's going to be even worse than this month.
I hope next
Well,
month's going to be
I've-
easier
I've
than
got
this
a big
month.
fan. I've got a big fan, but it's not amazing. It's a tower fan, but you know, it does move for now.
Yeah, mine was moving, you know, and it was a small one, and I was having it like stuck up to my face and stuff like that. But then, of
Yeah.
course, the thing stopped going, and I thought, "Oh, don't do this to me! Don't do this."
Oh no. That's the last thing you need, isn't it? Your casserole sounds nice.
It does, and it's something I don't do very often. But I just thought, you
What are
know,
you going to have with it? Like mashed potato and...
that's exactly what I'm having. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's exactly
lovely.
what I'm having. Yeah.
Peas and carrots and a bit of broccoli, maybe.
I know, but
or...
when you mentioned
Oh,
the
okay.
vegetables, I was like, oh, fuck, I haven't put the vegetables.
what you got? You got carrots.
Well, what I can do, what I usually do if I'm using the slow cooker, whatever you want to call it, I'll put the
Sure,
frozen
I
veg
can
into
get
it,
sketched,
and
David,
eventually it'll cook away and it'll be nice. And also, we're having a neighbours finale night tonight.
Okay.
I mean, after 38 years, you know,
Wow.
it's finally finished. It's all on record. Well, the last week of it. Now, anyone that's from the States, and Jojo, you'll understand this yourself. We were pretty much brought up on Australian TV.
Yeah.
Round the Twist, Neighbours,
We used to
Home
get a
and
lot of
Away.
Australian TV here in the United States also.
Yeah. I was at school. I used to watch Neighbours all the time. Home and
God.
Away. Yeah.
I know it sounds sad, but no, I've got to do it. I stopped watching the thing about 15 years ago, but the fact that it's the last episode ever.
Is it?
Yeah, that's it finished. That's it completely scrapped now.
Oh, I remember when Kylie and
Well,
Scott,
they're both.
Charlene and Scott got married.
Charlene and Scott are both back in it for the last episode.
What? Oh my
Yes,
God.
yes, I know. So I was like,
Yeah, that
a bit
was
like it.
after school. I always watched that. Like, I think I was about 15 when Charlotte,
Charlene.
Char-
Who's
I know
this
what you
keeps
mean.
asking for your account
Charlene and
details?
Scott got married, like to Angry Anderson. Do you remember the song?
What are you talking about,
Suddenly you
Dave?
calling me.
It should be just
Yeah.
asking you to verify, just to log in with your username and password. Oh, it is.
It's crazy to think,
If
like,
you're not
I mean,
logged
that
into
was
Google,
like,
it's going to ask you to log in. I
what
guess
happened?
Andrew, what do you mean by your neighbour's homecoming? What's that about then?
Oh, 'cause that was just something that didn't really happen. But neighbour's homecoming is in terms, it's like a rewatching. I thought you were joking about something else, but
I
no,
just wondered what it meant.
no, it's just to sort of like pay homage to something we all grew up with in the 80s and 90s and stuff. And
Scotch Dave, all you have to do is just enter
something.
your username and password. That's all they want you to do is log in to verify it's really you. Which I think Google Voice is getting smart enough to start wising up on all the people that come in as fake accounts. It's doing some Play Store that's going to verify my account.
I've never had that problem, Dave. It usually just takes me straight to the meet, and I can just click on it.
See the chat. Oh, I can now.
Oh, well, he doesn't have the app on his phone, apparently. So that's why. In other words, it's just Google Play Store that wants him to log in with his Apple.
Okay, right. I get him now. Yeah, I'm just using the laptop just now, so it's.
So, Andrew, are you having a heat wave up there as well?
We were, but it's went down to currently 22 degrees.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not,
about 23 here. It went up to
that's not too
26
bad.
last night, but yeah.
Right now, it's not that bad. Right now,
warm.
where I am in Connecticut, it's not too bad. The temperatures right now, I think, is.
Jojo, be prepared
It's
because
24 degrees Celsius right now.
You're getting 38 degrees. Yeah, you're getting 38 degrees.
Yeah, I have been drinking a lot of water and milk.
But by Thursday of this week coming up, we're going to see a high of 35, 36 degrees.
Wow.
Oh,
that's warm.
rolling September, even though September can
so
be
at least
August.
we're
Indian summer.
Today's Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
Maybe I'll be able to slip over to Silvermoon and check it out. What's going on in Silvermoon?
Live inside the eye in your mind.
The moon sounds quite good right now, Michelle. Never mind Silvermoon, any moon, just to try and get away from this. I mean, it's not just a case of the fact that it's warm. There's no air, there's no wind, there's no nothing. So it's just it's stifling. Even at a low temperature.
Well, you don't have to answer, Andrew. Are you in Glasgow?
No, I didn't. No. Well, I did it earlier in the morning, but not for long.
You're Paisley, aren't you?
No, Aberdeen.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Not originally. I'm not originally from up here, but
Yeah, you got that nice lilt. You're not like totally got that Glaswegian accent. Because my friend
you can't like that, darling. Is that the thing you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Hey, I'm using my phone voice, darling. That's what it is.
Proper filth, and I love it.
By the way, for those of you who didn't realize, is that I've been growing my fingernails, and they're long. Especially on my right hand, it's longer than my left, but they're long.
You're a tiger wolf.
I'm gonna have to file these
guys. I'm gonna go and shove that veg in the thing.
Oh, look, Scottish Dave. Greece is the word. A groove, it's got meaning. Do, 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 do.
I was thinking.
I don't know where Scottish Dave comes from.
We were talking about Silvermoon yesterday, and we were talking about Silvermoon on the late night show. And
Whiskey my melon, man.
I actually did take one of my records and I did actually import it into the computer, and I finally did make the speed a bit closer to right. It's a song is called Deep Purple. And I'm thinking that it would be a beautiful one to like maybe make some little video montages. The Silvermoon, it's kind of like on the album called Music the Golden Hours by Billy Vaughn, where you're standing in front of the ocean and the waves, and it's part of the song, and then you slowly segue through to the bedroom and the
that sounds good, Michelle. That sounds really good. Are you going to put it on your channel? You're going to do a video of it?
Yeah, but unfortunately, because the song is copyrighted, I don't expect I'm going to make any money from it.
No, but it'd be good to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think it would be cute. Because people have heard the music of my turntable before, but I always visualize something in Silvermoon with the music. And then I'm thinking about maybe, for example, Deep Purple sounds like, should I zoom in on the... I was thinking about using a song by the Beach Boys too, but I don't know if I can use this song in my room because I don't even know how to contact the copyright people for license for that song. I'd like to use it, but I can't. And I don't know.
No, just do what you feel's right. I reckon it's gonna be fantabulous.
Back.
Like I said, there's a couple of beautiful songs on the Billy Vaughn album, which Sony Music Entertainment still owns the rights to because they took over Dot, and then they took over Columbia House and Columbia Records, and which bought Dot, and so there's it's probably sitting in their tape archive somewhere, some tape vault somewhere.
No,
but I'm thinking about
what Deep Purple song would you like to use?
Well, the song is called Deep Purple. To understand what I'm talking about, look at the background behind me. Although you can't see the blue numbers on top of it there. Let me see if I can switch this. Oh, you can't really. But you can probably see the two candlesticks, right? Well, I want to do.
I liked Slaves and Masters from.
I was gonna zoom the camera in real close using my Xbox controller, and then slowly zoom out so you can see the room. Because then it would be like live video. You'd be able to see the candles flickering in the holders, and the song plays.
Yeah, sounds cool.
And
why's Brian saying ooh? Why is saying ooh? Oh, Brian.
Well,
why's saying ooh?
No idea.
So
we had a bad experience on the shutter or something.
So yeah. Anyway, so okay. Scotch Dave is coming on now. Let's get him on here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How you doing?
Hey Dave, how you doing, Paul?
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
Hello. How you doing?
Right?
I've got my balaclava on.
You got your balaclava on?
The reason
Why
why
have you got that on?
So as people don't see who I am.
Your SAS.
But nobody's gonna ken who you are anyway.
You must be
Oh, by the way, Andrew, let me finish. I've got a point to say for you. You said that Glasgow people use the word ken. We don't use the word ken. That's outside of Glasgow.
Okay, yeah, but I'm from the East Coast, so I had a West Coast mother. I mean,
I'm not in the SAS, but well, put it this way, I'll answer this question, right? I'm in a friend's house, right? Let me finish. I'm in a friend's house and I rent that house out. If I was to take my actual mask off, you would know exactly who I was.
Can you not give us a few hints, like?
Oh, he's a soccer
You
player.
know what I mean? Hello?
He's a
Yeah.
retired
I can never
soccer
tell you,
/ football
You can't
player.
but if I
pal.
take my,
You
my
can't.
mask,
Oh, aye.
if I was to
see,
take my
you
mask
can't-
off, even Michelle would know who I am.
Well, this sounds worrying, Michelle, because you didn't care nothing about football, eh?
I don't know who you are anyway.
You did. I didn't think everybody else.
Oh, I don't
What
know
did you
much
say?
about. I don't know much about the football leagues in the UK. I don't know much about them at all, but except everybody knows Manchester United.
Well,
Are you Celtic or are you
well, maybe
Yeah.
maybe
Rangers?
Michelle might not know who I am, but other
Manchester
people might.
United,
You would, Andrew,
Liverpool.
you'd know me.
I'm Tottenham.
Are you
No,
sure about that,
no,
Dave?
no,
Are you
I
sure?
put Aberdeen. But
When did you play?
Andrew would definitely know who I am.
When did you play for them?
I can't hear you. What did you say?
I'm saying, when did you play for Aberdeen?
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm
Hello?
saying,
Can hear you.
I'm saying, when did you play for the Dons?
I cannot say. I told you before, but if you can't remember, I'm not going to repeat it. But that's neither here nor there. But how have you been anyway, Andrew?
I've been bra.
What about your casserole?
Well,
Yeah.
apart from that, everything's been fine.
Hey, Mo Jojo, I wasn't sorry. I didn't mean to be rude the other day.
Oh, you're all right, mate. You're okay.
It's just when I asked you, what do you do for work? I didn't mean it in a bad way.
Oh, no, I did work as a support worker, but because of certain illnesses, I can't do it at the moment, but I do want to go back to work. I really, really do. You're okay. Don't worry about it. Fine. I
You're
don't
in
take
Kent,
offence.
so you're in
Huh?
Kent.
No,
Are you in Kent?
No, I'm a Pompey girl.
She's a genuine
So what part
Londoner.
of England are you in?
Portsmouth.
Are you in
no.
London?
Oh shit, Jojo! After
Oh.
all these years, I never even count that.
Yeah, I'm in Pompey. I'm a
I
Pompey
can't-
girl.
You Pompey, you Portsmouth, you Jerry Trainee's football team.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm a Tottenham fan. I'm a Tottenham girl.
One thing I'm gonna
Oh.
say, Dave
Tottenham
is
Hall.
telling the truth, by the way.
I support Portsmouth,
Can't hear
but
you.
I am a Tottenham girl. I saw him before White Hart Lane
What did you,
lockdown.
Andrew? And
Dave,
what
one thing
did you-
I can say about Dave, he's definitely telling the truth about his past.
No.
Say that again.
I can't. You
I need to hear if my things are fucking up.
Two Scottish men on the panel.
can't hear
Oh,
him.
you can't get better than that.
Well, Jojo, can you hear me?
Jojo, can you
Oh,
hear
he
him?
left.
What I'll
Scottish
do,
guys left. Why did he leave?
I have no idea.
Uh,
I've clicked onto something.
he said his battery was almost flat. He was like only at 38%. So maybe his phone
Oh,
died on him.
38% ain't too bad. That's not too bad. I'm on 93, so that's all right.
So what are the plans for today, guys?
It's Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just doing my normal. Take the dog out later. Cook some dinner.
Well, I definitely am
you know
thinking about what I was said about that video montage. I was thinking about that. That's how I got into the Welcome to My World video by Marie Osmond. Paul's coming on, or at least it says it's
Okay.
Paul.
Yay! It's cool.
Hey, good morning, guys. It's Paul and Lonnie. How you guys doing?
How you doing, Paul Schmickle?
Liking the new voice, Paul.
Paul and Lonnie, how you guys doing today?
Did it right.
Not too bad at
Good
all.
morning, guys. Good day. Michelle,
How
how'd
you
you do? Did you win the lottery, Michelle?
No, I didn't win, but somebody in Illinois won.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, Gus Dave,
How
I
much?
see you in chat.
How much was the jackpot?
$1.25 billion. dollars.
That is incredible. Who actually won it? Was it in America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was American,
It's only-
yeah.
What are they going to do with all that money, though? Do you know what
You know,
I'd do?
I'm-
I'd invest it and just keep it going, like
Maybe
so
I'll-
my grandchildren can
Yeah, what would you do with all that money?
benefit.
There would have been so much money.
Well,
I'll go on
Illinois is-
holiday.
What
First thing, I'd go on holiday. I'd go on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
But what can you do with that amount of money? That's just insane.
Right.
That is very insane. What was that? The multi lottery,
Yeah, it's
obviously.
called the
Not the normal,
Mega
that's it.
Millions. It's called the Mega Millions lottery.
Jeez. Well, the person that won it, congratulations.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
And
nice.
feel free to drop by my house anytime.
Yeah, they're not too far from me. Maybe I'll just start calling them up and Maybe I'll just start calling them up and threatening suicide if they don't give me like $1 million or something. And if they don't do it, it's on
I
them,
just
right?
want some of that Andrew's casserole because it sounds so good.
Listen, they have a bit of that, then just
Don't
feel
forget
free
to
to
put
drop
those
it.
veggies
Whoa,
in, boy.
Jojo.
I've done it.
Jojo, what'd you say about Andrew's asshole? What?
No, casserole.
No.
Oh,
Casserole.
casserole. Okay. I was like, okay. Oh, Andrew, you're making a
Most
casserole.
winners up for the cash option, which was an estimated $747.2 million for total cash out. And if you want to do
Yeah,
it
but-
over 30 years, you would have received 1.28 billion.
Yeah, probably just give most of it away. To be honest, I'd never
Well,
be able to spend that.
No, I want to say something, but I don't know. I don't know if I can say it.
Go ahead and say it, Andrew. This is Lonnie. Go ahead.
I remember when I actually was.
No, I'm not gonna say it. I
Oh,
was
James
gonna say it.
Cagney. Cool, you sound like James Cagney. You
James-
dirty
I'm gonna
rat.
get you. See? Look here, pretty. You're nothing but a dime store cowboy. See? Yeah, I was born in. I lived through the 20s, Jojo.
Are you practicing for a role, Paul?
No. Hold on, let me get Paul for you. What's that, Andrew?
I'm saying that you practicing for a role.
Oh no,
Oh,
just
you got me laughing.
on my kindred soul and letting them speak finally. That's all.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, the winner was from Illinois, a state where you can remain anonymous. Why can you remain anonymous
Well, you
in
don't
Illinois?
wanna-
I think anybody would want to remain anonymous.
Yeah, you don't want
if
to.
they want that
People will come out of the woodwork, like I said, and start. Oh, I'm a lost long family member.
There's no way.
yeah,
There's
remember
no
we went
way
to school
I'd say
together,
that I
right?
won that amount.
Yeah, that's when you
People
start-
in the UK used to get in the newspapers and have a big bottle of champagne and all that.
Well, they
I
do
think in
that.
No
Connecticut
way.
you can remain
Oh,
anonymous too if you won. I mean, I don't think.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell anyone. Wouldn't tell anyone.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but Michelle, you tell us if you won 1.2.
I'm sure we'd know. I'm sure
Michelle,
we'd know.
You're sensible.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm sure we'd know. Trust me. So it'd come on with
But
new
I have
ears
one
and
other question now. Well, if you took the $747 million option
yeah.
and you wanted to deposit that into your bank account, would your bank let you deposit the check? Or would they basically give you
Okay.
him and Ha and say they can't be a real check?
I'm pretty sure they would
Invest it,
know.
and that
Yeah.
will keep your
Yeah, I think
grandchildren,
they
your
would
great,
have no
great,
idea.
great, great grandchildren going for life.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
I'm out of money.
Multiple generations.
Of course,
multiple.
yeah.
Multiple.
I've seen lottery winners in England, like just wasting it and
Yeah.
then being poor again.
Well, Jojo, do you remember that guy that he was like the Rangers fan, and he had all the chains and stuff like that.
Oh
Like,
yeah, he was a bit of a bad boy, wasn't he? And he
And
wasted it all.
he lost it all, and it was millions. You know, and how can
Yeah,
you do that? How can
right.
you do that?
Well, because he was frivolous with his money, and he wasted
Very.
it.
Hopefully he had
You
fun.
should invest it.
I think he
Invest it, and
did,
you
to
get.
be honest. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You
that's
can
all
live
that
on
matters.
off the interest alone, and not even spend a penny of it. You can live off the interest.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
True, you could live
He's
off the
sensible.
interest.
I think people, when they get, I mean, he was young at the time, so
He was
No.
in his 20s, wasn't he?
yeah, he was
Yeah.
pretty young. And I suppose when you get that sort of money, the first thing you want to do is spend.
Ah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, he was very young. He was like a bit of a pimp boy, wasn't he? With his chains and.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely. That was. I mean, Michael Carroll.
Got
That was
loads
his
of
name.
motors, didn't he? And he bought houses, and he didn't invest, you know.
No, but you always think when you win something like that, it's going to last forever. But this amount that the
Well,
people
it
have
should
won,
do if you're sensible.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, you
He
know
was
what?
young and frivolous.
You know, even if you buy houses, you're still investing away in real estate, because then what you can do is you can rent out those houses.
Yeah, I'd buy a couple of houses and rent them out and invest the rest and enjoy my interests, going on holidays and, you know.
I wouldn't bother renting out a house.
Oh, I'd do it.
I'd buy a few, but I wouldn't rent them out. That's for damn sure.
yeah, because there's I can understand it to a degree because people I know that have rented out houses, you've ended up having to repair them yourself. So
Yeah.
you're in the way having to use more money.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, why would you
Sorry,
rent it out
gotta
if you won the
say,
lottery?
yeah,
You know.
Michael Carroll. That was it. It was
Yeah,
in the
that's his
90s,
name.
wasn't it, Scottish
Yeah.
Dave?
96 or something.
Yeah, that's when I was pregnant with
I
my
mean,
first son.
I'd probably spend like $1 million on Amazon in one day, just see if I could, if I had the money. You know, I'd probably just go to Amazon, see if I could blow through $1 million.
All those parcels.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I
that'd
paid
be
for
great.
Michelle to come over here and live with me for a bit.
I'd have a
And then
loading
go and
dock
see
built.
Andrew.
Yeah.
He wasn't allowed because he had criminal record.
He did. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. I didn't know that. Well,
He's probably in his, like, 40s now, isn't he?
he must be well into his 40s now. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was 23 at the time then.
Yeah, because he was really young. And it was like,
Pregnant
wow.
with my first son. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 96 or something like that. I actually
Here we
think he
go.
was younger than 20.
Michael Carroll, the lottery winner, 2002.
2002. So he might have been a
Oh,
bit
it was
older.
2002. Oh, blimey, I thought it was earlier than that.
Time flies, Jojo. Time flies.
I know. Tell me about it. I'm 50 now.
Yeah, look at this. Do a little documentary
Yeah,
on him here.
Jenny, I think you're right about that. I think Connecticut is one of the states you can't, but
Bit about guys.
They do it so the public can.
I can't even
See
win
that
the
people-
American Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, and I've tried that many times.
Mental, innit? Chicken Oriental.
Or American
Who's that
Family
for?
Contest or whatever. I tried those things in the past. I never won anything out of those.
Hey, he's rocking out. Look at this.
I won £10 once on a scratch card, but that was about 20 years ago.
But still, could you just see me taking the check from the certified bank check from the commissioner of the Connecticut Lottery in Newington, bring it down to my bank and say, "I'd like to deposit this, please." My bank is a small little local bank. I wonder what they would say.
I'd probably switch to like a major bank, Michelle. I wouldn't put it in some shitty credit union. I'd probably go with like Wells Fargo.
That's
or,
a good
Oh,
bank.
no,
It's right next.
no.
It's right next to my door. For God's sakes, it's right next door to me. How
I'm sure
perfect
they'd
can you
screw
be?
you out of-
Tiger's in the house. Tiger's in the house.
Tiger. Good morning.
Hey, Tiger, how you doing?
The bank is right next door to me. Literally, it's right. It's 2 buildings over. It's my bank.
Yeah, that's just lazy though, Michelle. I'd rather.
It's
travel a
convenient
little
when
bit
you have a
further.
banking problem. You just walk right over there and say, "Hey, what's going on here?" You know?
Yeah, I'm losing millions of dollars, but hey, you're next door to me. Who cares, right?
Well, yeah, but if you
Yeah.
drop, I
Yeah.
can see.
I live next door
I
to
can
a
see me
takeaway,
depositing
so
a
it's
check
all
for
good.
$747.2 million.
Yeah,
I think my,
probably
I
wouldn't
think,
put it
I
in
think
there.
the bank president would probably have an aneurysm.
Yeah, I'd probably use a more reputable bank like
They'd be
Wells
like,
Fargo
"You
or
won that?"
something, or probably put it overseas, probably in the Cayman Islands somewhere. Probably wouldn't use a credit union there, Michelle.
Switzerland.
Yeah, do a Krusty the Clown.
Yeah. I mean, only Michelle would probably take that check and try and go cash it at Cumberland Farms or something.
You know, I'm having some slight interference with the sound
To the
system.
store, yeah.
Alright, I was just having some slight problems with the sound system. All this humidity is making my controls act a little bit funky.
Oh, Gianni said he works for a lottery company, but it's almost impossible to win.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I can imagine that.
I've won the
Well,
smaller lottery before, like the daily one. I've won that one before.
Right. See, we
What,
don't
how
have
much
it.
did you win? How
we don't-
much did you win?
It was a few grand, like $5,000. It wasn't nothing crazy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Right.
good.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
back in
that's actually all right. Actually,
back in 2005.
Oh, by the way, that's the
long
good
gone,
thing.
long gone.
That's the good
Long
thing
gone.
with the Federal Reserve raising interest rates.
Really
That
good.
means my savings account interest rate's going to go up too.
the most I ever won the lottery was £30.
Yeah, my live out partner, he won 500 once
Mhm.
about 10 years ago. But yeah, it is impossible really to get the big dollar. Do you know what I mean?
It's just, as I say, I would say, like, just don't think about it. Just put the lottery on, and then just leave it at that. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, don't get too disappointed.
Right. And besides,
No.
given the number of people I saw in Cumberland Farms when Ed wanted me to go get those tickets for him, there was a lot of players playing the game, and I can tell you that it means your chances are going to go down much faster when you have more people playing. And
Yeah.
I've only
well,
ever
maybe not.
bought
But
one lottery ticket in my life. Because I remember when it came out in 1994 here.
Wow,
And I
was it
bought
that long
one
ago?
probably about 10 years ago. That's it.
We
But I
were,
didn't-
you were only 10,
I
Andrew.
had one
You were only
number.
10.
I had one
No, it
number,
was-
and that was it.
Yeah, you were 10 years old. We were 10 years old in 1994.
No, 10 years ago. I was about 40.
Oh, in 2014?
yeah, I won.
Or
I won $10 from one lottery ticket, a scratch off. And then I
That's
bought 10.
wild.
I bought 10 more scratch offs with that $10, and I lost everything.
Yeah,
So
if it was 94, then yeah, we were
Yeah, 10 years old.
Yeah, that's different. But that's what you
No,
said. I said
I'm not talking about 94. I said 10 years ago,
Oh,
which is
That's what-
2012.
2012, 2013.
That's when it first come out.
Oh. Oh, I thought you said 94, Jojo.
No, I was born in 1972,
Right.
so I'm not
Trolling,
going to be
you're
bloody
right.
10.
that means
Brian-
that one person
Brian, you'd be totally surprised by that. I mean,
with the
I
odds
went
of
to
1 in
casinos and stuff like
325
that,
million
and,
chance of winning means basically
these-
1 American out of 325 million Americans is going to win, which is exactly what happened. Some lucky person,
What pork
Illinois
is it
won.
again?
You got your own one over there, haven't you? We got the UK one, so it's
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah.
and we
Only
use-
poor people do gambling.
No, I
don't
totally
know about
disagree
that,
with that.
Brian.
Yeah, totally disagree with that. Because if you go to a casino and the amount of Chinese people who have already got money bulging at their pockets, and
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
still
Mm.
doing.
I wouldn't say poor
something.
people do gambling. Yeah, lots of it's a variety of people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I know people who make a living off of it. You know, so I mean, I wouldn't say it's
Wish
poor
I
people.
could.
Yeah,
God.
I know a
There
few
you go.
professional.
Trolling says 1 in 325 million chance. There you
Yeah.
go.
Get a better chance of getting struck by lightning and hit by a train at the same time than you probably do winning the lottery.
Yeah, I probably prefer that.
And it's fun to have the hope and dream. It's usually someone who doesn't deserve it, or it's just some old person who wins it. To be honest, it's no one really who needs it.
He needs it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually just someone undeserving.
So what about game
Pakistani
shows?
guy-
Did you guys ever go into a game show
Oh,
or
hell,
anything like that?
depending upon the game show, yeah, definitely. I've
You
been
know,
on
like-
a few like internet game shows, but like a professional one, sure.
Yeah, but something like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire
Yeah.
or
I've done that on the internet. Sadly, I
Yeah, what
lost.
about
But,
Deal or No Deal?
yep,
That's
I've
always
actually
been
done
a
that
good
one too,
game, isn't it?
JoJo. I had a chance of winning $500. I won 2. I don't even want it. Yeah, and it's like I don't even
What,
want
have
it.
you been on game shows on telly then?
No, not on television, on the internet.
On
Like
the internet.
I know a streamer who does game shows sometimes.
okay.
He'll do the Jeopardy
Deal
or
or
the
No
Deal or
Deal
No
is a
Deal.
good game, but it's
Yeah.
like really
Well, you know, the thing is,
and-
we have here in the United States the American Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, right? It's the one that used to have Vince McMahon on it, right? He used to say, you could be next, you know, X number of $1 million winner, right? I've tried that contest. I never won crap. It was like the same thing as like,
it's just very hard, isn't it? Like, you got your Wheel of Fortune that's been going over here for
Oh, yeah.
years. Like,
Oh yeah,
that one.
Cat
Okay.
Zajac, Wheel of
Deal or
Fortune.
No Deal, you know, you got all those statistics and
The Weakest
Yeah,
Link.
it is
That was
hard.
another one.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are the weakest link.
blankety
Not-
blank, blankety blank.
now, 17 pounds, 17 million pounds.
Million, Michelle. Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. If I even won 17 million pounds, I would have been freaking out. Hell, even if I won £1 million, I'd be freaking out.
I'd be happy to win anything, to be honest. I think most of us would
Yeah. It'll be
be. You know, it's
just
just
for fun.
a
yeah,
profit's
it's-
profit. And exactly, it's the fun part of
Yeah, just for fun.
winning something. You know, it's a good feeling.
Oh, it's like you should live your life by the rule: no expectations, no disappointments. You know, if you go in there
Right.
expecting to win, you're going to be disappointed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you usually are. It's a thing.
That's how I live my life, and it's helped me out a lot. You know.
For those of you who wanted to know on a different note, and it is different because it's not even related to this, I'm going to be canceling that appointment on the plastic surgeon on the 9th because
Probably a good idea.
I don't have
Michelle.
$123, so that's not going to happen.
There you go. That's pretty sensible.
Because when I see the electric bill coming in for August, and it's gonna be painful.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
worry,
Michelle,
Michelle.
Craig
Much
gave you-
game, too much game.
Craig
Yes,
gave you
he
money,
did.
Michelle.
He
It
helped me
shouldn't
for
be that
this
bad.
month's bill.
Craig gave you money the other day.
So
Michelle.
sorry, I've got to go. I had a phone call, so I've got to reply to the person because they're just going to get pissed off. So sorry, guys. We've got to go.
Take care, Jojo.
Have a good one.
Love you, Michelle, Paul, Andrew. Bye.
Take it easy.
How's the later, Joe? I was gonna originally I was going to go to see about scooping out the fat in my belly, and then I suggested that maybe they could use the fat to make my ears, the real ears, which in one sense would be admirable, but in another sense it would have been very painful, very expensive, and
Pretty much pointless, I would say, Michelle. You
Yeah,
probably wanna-
Michelle, would they actually do something like that, though?
No.
Would,
I don't
you
think.
know, I just...
Yeah, I'd work on maybe getting my knee fixed, Michelle. Or you said now that you have a cracked hip, maybe get that fixed. I wouldn't really
well,
worry
the problem is it would have been the same deal with the
Outbeard.
knee because the fact is now if I had won the lottery, the knee would have been no problem because then I wouldn't have to
Well,
worry
you-
about
you
losing
still
my
can do it,
apartment.
though,
Let me
Michelle.
finish. Because because if I had won the lot, if I had won the
you don't need to win the
lottery,
lottery, Michelle. You have insurance and the hardship.
I don't
form.
have insurance.
You do though. It's called Medicare.
Yeah, I don't have the Medicaid, so that means I still have to
It's
pay
called
30%. 30% of $250,000 is a lot, guys.
Well, you do a hardship form, like Craig Senior's told you 20,000
Yeah, I
times,
could go
Michelle.
for
You don't
hardship.
listen. You don't listen.
But here's the part that
bit,
you
yeah.
don't realize:
Fucking
the way
Christ,
the
Michelle.
way that they would have done it, they would have taken away my entire Social Security check for them rest home, and I couldn't pay
Oh,
Jimmy the
no.
rent, and then I would have lost my apartment.
Oh, Michelle.
Well, what to do is get Ed to do the lottery, and
Yeah.
once he's won it, poison him.
All right, Brian K wants to come on now.
Well, they're not married or anything, so probably go to like his family or something.
Go ahead,
Oh
Brian.
yeah, that is that.
Hello.
The
Hey,
real
Brian.
Brian.
Hey,
Hey,
yeah.
good day, Brian.
How you doing today? Michelle, what makes you think that they would scoop your fat out and make ears from it?
How you doing, Brian K?
It'd be
I'm
some
doing all
plastic.
right.
If you some plastic surgeon and has the ability to do that, that's what I would say.
I mean, that sounds like it's kind of a crazy person thing. You know, like they have bugs underneath the skin or something. It's very crazy. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything about plastic surgery, but what the hell would you do with all that flush you're gonna throw in the garbage?
Nothing. Yeah, they throw it away.
You throw it in the garbage, Michelle.
Yeah, it's fat, Michelle. You can't really do much with it. You can make
That's
some.
crap. Yeah, you don't want that. What it's like saying, what am I supposed to
Excuse
do
me,
with
I
all
see
this
that
crap?
those
Am I supposed to flush
900-pound
it down
knife
the
with those
toilet?
women will chop off all the extra flap that's hanging down there, and they just throw it in the garbage can. They don't keep it. They'll
Yep.
use your skin wraps or nothing.
Yeah, it's called medical waste, Michelle.
Or incinerate or something like that, you know.
When they do a surgery, they don't keep all the stuff, like all the trails and the blood. It's disposed. It's thrown away.
They sweep it up and throw it right in the bin.
Yeah, I know. But I want to recycle it and use it for my ears.
But that's just it. They don't do that kind of stuff.
Hey, where did you get that idea, Michelle, that they would?
I've never heard of
cut your
somebody
gut
having
out.
a fat scoop. First of all, what is this fat scooping procedure?
For the
Basically, kind of
liposuction?
like lipo,
That's what I
but
was
using a
thinking.
much bigger
Yeah, I
shovel.
think you like this one, yeah.
They suck that out though through a little hole in your body. Like they suck it out. They suction it out. They don't cut you open and.
It's
you know,
laparoscopic.
yeah.
Now they
Too
have a
small.
laser they can use too.
Say, Michelle, they didn't have enough for 1 ear, and so 1 ear could be bigger than
Yeah,
the
what
other.
if? Yeah, what if? Yeah, that'd be awkward. Yeah, Michelle doesn't seem plausible. Yeah, Lonnie doesn't think so either, Michelle.
Right, exactly, Matt. That's what the idea
Yeah.
was. But
Lonely one of your
realistically,
delusions, Paul.
No, not at all. I'm real as
like
real can
Craig
be.
Senior said, in
Brian.
the tarot card said
Let
something.
me finish.
Why do I not get a chance to talk? It's like.
Right.
Even
Michelle,
in
I've
the
been
tarot
listening
card
to
reading
you
at
so far.
McDonald's, the tarot card said that it was a barbaric procedure, and I got a feeling they weren't kidding.
Yeah.
Michelle, it's an insane procedure, is what it is.
It's
I would love
barbaric.
to have watched
The
that
tarot card
consultation.
said it were barbaric.
And what did the doctor say, Michelle, when you said you wanted to make the consultation to
Oh my God, I wish
get
you
your
could
stomach
say that.
scooped out and ears made? What did they tell you? Did you tell them what kind of
They
procedure?
gave her a referral for a psychologist.
Oh, I'm already got. Oh, I got keys. I do got a therapy appointment coming up on the 19th of August.
19th of August, 2 weeks from today.
If this
Or
really
3
happened,
weeks.
Michelle, right, would you live stream it?
I have an appointment for nutritionist on the 5th.
Okay.
I told Michelle if she taped her therapy sessions and made them members only, that would be a great way to bring up her members on her YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
Michelle doesn't want to grow her channel. She just likes holding on to what she has.
I
She
mean,
said that before.
what are you going to therapy for in the first place, Michelle?
Yeah, Rich.
Now, so unfortunately, since I have not heard anything
Yeah,
from
right.
That's what she claimed.
I have not heard anything from Dimitri Prudin, the real Dimitri Prudin from Etsy yet. I'm gonna probably
He's
assume
probably
that
been killed,
he's
Michelle.
Probably
All
died in
these
the
fucking
war. Yeah.
Ukrainians
He's
are getting
probably in a
slaughtered.
lot of trouble just now.
And he probably got
Yeah,
offed
probably.
off by a Russian, Michelle.
Well,
Have you
I
seen that
was-
video yet of the Russians cutting the testicles off of one of
Yeah,
their
I
captives?
saw that. I could
Off
not
of what?
That
believe.
was fucking great, mate. Fuck the Ukrainians.
Oh no, man. I mean, there's far and there's too far.
Okay.
Yeah, we wasted too much money.
I hope that they keep doing it to the Ukrainians, and then I hope we nuke the Russians next. Hope
And
the
you,
whole world just dumps them on there.
yeah, but what happens to us next?
Nothing. We won't be a threat anymore.
Hopefully, we get our membership up.
there won't be a world anymore. I think
Yeah.
that's safe to say.
That's fine. Just bomb this fucking place. Get it over with.
Nah,
That's
none of
Lonnie.
that's gonna
That's
happen.
Lonnie.
Although the castration video, I didn't watch it all, but I just saw that it happened, and I thought,
Yes, we
I
have a
just
night
have to
show
put that.
tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to work on a montage today because it's a little cooler of bringing some of my favorite scenes in Silvermoon to music.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You've already done that, Michelle.
They did one version of it, but I never did one with a song from Deep Purple on that album I
Oh.
have by Billy Vaughn.
Gotcha.
Which,
What-
if
what are you
look at
doing?
the record jacket, shows the record jacket called Music from the Golden Hours. It shows people looking at the ocean.
What about golden showers, Michelle?
No, Music for the Golden Hours. Let me show you the record. I'm
Golden
talking
hours, Lonnie. Sorry.
about. Hold on a minute. Let me get the record. It's over here. It's in my stacks. Hold on a minute.
Jesus, Lonnie.
Let me get over there.
I thought Michelle was pissing on
Michelle,
people.
do you
I don't
think
know.
that Lonnie's real?
I thought Michelle was pissing on people. I don't know. I thought she said golden showers. Yes, very real, Brian. I've lived through 26 lives, fought in pretty much every major war in the United States. I was also a German soldier named Franz Healer. I killed Michelle in front of Francois and raped her back in the war. And I died because of the AIDS that Michelle gave me from her corpse. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
It's Francois will help you, though.
Francois. Yeah, he's a good guy. We hung out a couple times, but I unfortunately died of the AIDS before I got to know him. He's a good guy.
I was awesome back then.
Yeah, it's a good time. We could rape and pillage anything, and no one would say a word. Not nowadays. Got a couple charges in my past lifetime, so then I had to bail out and find this retard to take over his body. It's not very nice. Come on, Lonnie.
You know, I feel like I've been pillaged myself.
Now I'm stuck inside of Paul until he dies. I wish he'd put a bullet in his head. And
Yeah,
get
what's
over
going to
it.
happen to Lumi after Michelle dies? I've never thought of that.
We just find a new body.
This is the.
I don't know.
Brian,
see
it might be
See
you.
the picture here, the beautiful seascape here.
Oh God, shot of breath.
Right, guys, I'm going to go and get this dinner sorted out. Have a great day. If you guys are doing a night show tonight, I will jump on.
The first thing is called Deep Purple.
Sounds good, Andrew. Enjoy your meal.
No problem. Thanks very much, guys. Take care, and I'll speak to you
care.
soon. Okay.
All right, bye, Andrew.
Cheers, guys.
So, I think it'd be kind of interesting to take that song Deep Purple and put it to this record. I like Billy Vaughn's music. I think he does a good job with his orchestra and his
Yeah,
orchestration.
why are you going to therapy for Yam Ranch? You've never really articulated something that made much sense to me about that.
She's got PTSD.
How?
Who's got PTSD?
Oh, you
You-
claim
you-
to.
you
You
have
claim to have it.
PTSD?
So.
Oh, yeah, I do.
From Yam Ranch?
That's why not just from Yam Ranch, but from all
What
the crazy
else? Did
bullshit.
somebody
that's-
say the N-word on the telephone?
Anyway, the point I'm trying to say is I have an appointment with a therapist for that, so we'll see how that goes.
Michelle, you don't need a therapist. Come on now. Hell,
No,
those
I'm
friends cause
no,
more mental
no,
illness
no,
than they cure.
no. I'm sorry. I already made an appointment. So
Yeah, you can't cancel it, Brian. It's already made. Set in stone.
look,
But she has no problem canceling the plastic surgeon consultation.
Oh,
well, I was gonna cancel them today, but unfortunately they're not available right now. So
No. Can't cancel them. Gotta go. You have to get your ears made.
the psyche valve
you're
is
gonna
gonna
wear-
be on
you gonna wear your
3:30
ears to the
p.m.
appointment, Michelle?
It's gonna be a phone call, and on the 5th, I have 2 obligations. One is the nutritionist at 11 a.m. or 10 a.m., and the other one's a hair appointment at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So, Michelle, are you gonna follow the plan that the nutritionist set for you, or?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, like Skynet said, you could probably just save some money if you wanted to give like myself or him some money, and we could just tell you set up a diet plan for you. I mean,
Yeah, and you can ignore them, and they'll charge you probably half as much, even.
quarter.
So why don't you just do that
Listen,
instead of
I
ignoring
already
this-
made the appointments, damn it. Okay, so I'm
Right.
going to go to my appointments, and I'm going to go talk to the doctors, and I'm going to take charge of my own life. For once in my life, I'm going to do something I need to do, and not
I
listen
think
to
it's good
everybody
lose
else
weight. I'm
telling me
not
what to
saying
do
that.
and trying to micromanage my life. And I know what
Michelle,
I
I'm not
need.
trying to micromanage anything. I'm just trying to say a lot of times I feel like you're looking for a magic elixir that'll fix all your problems instead of just small steps here and there.
I'm not gonna be.
Perfect.
I'm not gonna be on the prescription drug mill. That I already told them up front. I'm not going for drugs. Sorry, I said that. I want talking therapy. I want to work this out with the right counselor to help me find a way to deal with these issues, because they're recurring problems, and I
What
need to know
issues
how to
are you
be able to
having?
handle them properly.
Can I ask what
And I know
issues are
one
you
thing
even
is
having?
standing up for my own fucking rights is certainly one of them. And this is the reason
What?
I'm doing this, because I know I need to do it. Okay?
I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
You know, since 2015, I have been doing live shows, and ever since that time, my mental health has been seriously compromised over and over again because of the
Michelle,
jokes,
you've had
the
ups
low-cal.
and downs.
Shut up, Brian K. for a minute. The constant hazing,
Brian, shut up.
the constant BS. Okay, it's affected me in a very bad way, and you know it. You've been there that long. You know all that.
But Michelle, there's been times that you've been very jovial with it too. It's not like that you act like the
Sometimes,
trolls have
look,
always been bad.
sometimes I can look like I'm laughing, but really deep down inside, I'm dying away. You just don't know
Why do
it,
you-
because
No,
I
I'm
don't
talking
always.
about you saying stuff back. You trash talk them, and I could tell you having fun.
Why do you continue to do this, Michelle, if it gives you such mental anguish?
I like to do the show because I like to talk to people. I like to reach out to people who really do
Well,
care.
you can still do that without YouTube.
The problem is that there are people on YouTube that don't care about me. Okay. I don't know
That's
how
just
many
world
of them
in
are.
general.
I just
That's the way
know
the
that
world
there's
works,
some
Michelle.
that think everything I do is a joke. I'll tell you right now, folks. I'm not doing this to be your LOLCOW. You can go take that. You can take that bovine to the slaughterhouse. I'm not that. All right.
Well, you're wearing
Michelle,
cow
it's
ears.
all because
I'm a
of TV farms.
hard-working,
Yeah.
dedicated,
Holy
generous, kind, if I can be, and I can also be a real snot too, which I try not to be.
So you have cow ears on your head.
shit. Michelle, can I ask you a question? If you think these people are jerks, why do you care what they say or think?
Because it does almost starts gaslighting you to thinking that maybe they're right.
Why would you care what a jerk thinks of you? They've already proven that they're an asshole.
I think you understand what
Fuck
I'm
'em.
saying.
Good point, Brian.
Well, I'm just saying, fuck them. If somebody's already proven that they're a dick, why would you care what they have to say on anything? I don't care
Because
what it
I
is.
care
it's a lie.
about everybody. Okay.
That's insane. That's insane. You shouldn't care about people that are assholes.
I care about the assholes too, okay? Because they're people. They're human beings, even though they don't treat me well.
Why don't you let Noodles on your show then?
Because he's the ultimate asshole.
Oh, well, you don't care about him. Yeah.
Good point,
I
Lonnie.
care about him as a
Yeah.
friend, but
Yeah.
on my stream,
Thanks,
I don't
Brian.
want him on the stream. I don't even talk to him as a friend either, actually. But that's
So you don't care about them.
Yeah, you just contradicted what you said.
And I'm not saying go out of your way to like hurt the
all
judge,
right,
but I'm just saying
enough. Stop. Drop it. Just
Michelle
drop
does
it.
not like the truth.
It's kind of awkward.
Right. Are you going to do that at the therapy session, Michelle?
Mhm.
When your therapist starts asking you these questions, you're just going to say enough.
Well, I just hope that when they start asking me these kind of questions, I hope that they're going to at least listen to the answer.
Well, we were
I'm
listening to your
the
answer.
Michelle. I'm just asking you to, apply what's called the Socratic method, which is basically questioning your own thoughts. You don't do that very often.
It's called critical thinking.
Right now, like I said, let's see, it's just, yeah, we have a show tonight. Look, all I'm saying is this: the case in the situation with Noodles, he's done a lot of damage to a lot of other people that were disabled, especially women. Okay, over and over again. Okay. I mean, compared to some
Why are
of
you
my others
focusing on
of my sex, they basically I've realized that this person is just looking for trouble. And I don't want to be part of his little game. All right? So, and I don't even like to talk about him on my show because it makes my OBS go
Then
red.
don't fucking ignore him. Just ignore him. Why would you do something that's making you upset?
Because there's also benefits to doing the things that I do too. My show
What's that?
has helped a lot of people, especially during the pandemic, feel less isolated and less shut in. And that's the
I'll
whole
agree
reason the
with
show
that.
originally came into existence in the first place. Even before my knee injury, it was a way for me to reach out to people.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of confused how that ties into the original question of why are you talking about stuff that makes you upset?
Man, I'm sure that I'm sure the therapist would also know that I've already said that I don't want to take phone calls. In fact, did you know last night we had phones on the whole time and nobody called?
When was this?
Last night.
You had a night show last night?
She did.
Yes, we did.
Oh, fuck. I missed it. I would have called in.
We had one on Friday night on this channel.
It's probably because people didn't know that you were having it because it's been so long.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
there's got to be a little bit of regularity to this for people to know when to,
If you
tune
want
in and
regularity,
everything.
you take some Metamucil. Because right now, I was already here. Last night, I told everybody on Friday morning that we were
So
having
it's
a
not
night
something
show.
you do often, though. That's the thing. That's why people didn't know. They weren't expecting it. Is what Brian's saying, and I can agree with him. If you were consistent and did it on a regular basis, people might, more people might tend to come to the night show. But you just periodically do it when you feel like it. So like no one really knows, when to come on or.
Unless
sorry,
you want
but
to
your
see the
live shows are
reruns,
only
they are
like an hour
available. And
Yeah.
since nothing really nasty happened, it was relisted from 18 plus by me to public, so you can watch it. Even if you're under 18. Okay, embedding is still disabled, but basically it's the only thing that's still disabled.
And
right
people can
now,
still
we're
think
going
it's
to do the
free,
same.
Michelle.
We're going to do the
You-
same thing tonight. We're
you
going to
even
list
better.
it as 18 plus, so we're going to disable embedding again. Because that way,
People can still take it, Michelle. To be honest, you can still take the stream if it's not embedded. There's multiple ways you can, you can just use it as a converter.
Screen cap it.
Yeah, just MP3 to our YouTube to MP4 converter.
People who know what the channel is going to have a live show, which was a lot of people did know. They did come. Okay.
Then why didn't you get any calls?
But I didn't get any phone calls because obviously those people didn't want to call.
Usually just hang up on people anyway, Michelle, or ignore the phone call. I don't know why it gives you PTSD when you don't even pay attention to the caller.
Are you afraid of commitment, Michelle?
Commitment to what?
Commitment to anything. Just the concept of commitment alone.
No,
Are
I'm
you
not
afraid of that?
commitment. I'm committed to doing my morning show every weekday, Monday through Saturday. How about that for commitment?
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's kind of just one thing.
It's more of a habit.
It's still committed to doing it, though.
You should commit to doing a better show. Lonnie,
Come on now.
come on, Lonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, he gets out of hand, especially when I've been drinking coffee.
At least I can say that I indeed do enjoy doing the show. I am going to show my shows to a therapist. I will. Oh, yes, they will.
Michelle, they're going to see hours and hours of footage. That's a lot to sort through.
That's
I
a
don't
bit
think
much.
that they're gonna
Yeah. I can give them the link to my channel if they have time.
Are you going to let Lumi speak at the therapy session, Michelle?
The point is guys,
Was that a yes or
I
a no?
need-
question.
guys,
Michelle, you didn't answer the question, Michelle. Are you going to let Lumi speak at your therapy session, or does she have to make a
of
separate
course Lumi
appointment?
can speak to my therapist. Or go and speak to the therapist.
Oh, you better, Lumi. Introduce yourself. Let them know. Michelle, you're going to be wearing your elf ears for your therapy session.
Michelle can wear the elf ears if she wants. She probably will be.
Right. Yeah, well, that's good. I think you should give your therapist the full idea.
And the therapist would probably agree that Silvermoon is a wonderful place to escape to in World of Warcraft, because it's a place where I can at least
Michelle, they're
find
probably
things.
going to think that you're crazy. If you wore the ears, they're going to
No,
think that
I
you're
don't
crazy.
think so. And I'll tell you why. You got people in this world that drink alcohol and do drugs because they're trying to escape.
And they're crazy.
No, they're not. They're addicted. Okay? But some people
What cares
actually
you?
asked the $1 million question. Why are they doing alcohol and drugs? And that's when you
Because
get
of
the
their
answers.
mentally ill.
Maybe they're facing some depression. Maybe they're facing
It's a
some
disease.
anxieties or some other latent issue that has
Like being gay.
never been ameliorated. You know, that's just as likely a possibility too.
But I mean, those are all mental illness, depression, anxiety, all that.
I know it is mental illness, but with learning how to cope with your issues, learning how to handle them, you can live a normal life. Okay.
Can I tell you what I think, Michelle? I think that a lot of these things are coming from your living conditions. That you're placing, like,
It
the
doesn't
stress
help
that your
any.
living conditions.
It doesn't help.
What's that?
Doesn't
Well, I
help.
think that you're projecting these stress that you're having from Ed there and from your living conditions, and you're saying, oh, it's Yam Ranch's song about Christmas, or somebody on the phone call said the F word, or
I don't really want to talk about Yam Ranch. But you said about living conditions. Let's talk about my living conditions.
She was
I'm in a
happier when Ed
small
wasn't there.
town, an apartment that seriously needs a lot of TLC. I can't give it. Okay? I got an
it was
older
a bit down the
guy
throat already.
who lives with me because he's just as stuck as I am. Deep down, Ed would like to do better, but he doesn't have the ability to do it either
No,
because
he
he doesn't
wouldn't.
have the financial stability. Okay? Some of it is definitely
Okay.
self-inflicted because he simply doesn't save money for his future. But that's not my fault. Okay?
Neither do you.
Yeah. How is that your problem then, at all? Like, you need to be concerned with yourself, and if your living conditions are causing you to hate your life, maybe it's time you to change some scenery.
Yeah, you're out of the building. Get away from Ed. Yeah, you were a lot happier,
Right.
Michelle, when
In
I
order
wasn't
to
there.
do that is something I have to do right now. I am trying to do is save money for that purpose so I can relocate.
But people have already offered though. Michelle Craig Sr. offered to take care of it all for you, and you had an excuse why you couldn't. Like Craig Sr. literally said he would take care of your moving costs, your
All right.
first month's
Yeah,
rent,
yes,
your
I know
security
he did.
deposit,
Oh, wait a minute.
and you turned them
Paul,
down.
Paul.
What? What?
I really don't think I want to stay in Connecticut because it's going to be too expensive here.
Okay, but again, it
Then
was,
get
Rusty, how
away
you
from
doing?
Ed for the time being, Michelle, and then plan your next move from there. But the point is where you're at now, it sounds like it's too stressing to your mind to be able to navigate anything.
I've also asked for case management support also, by the way.
How is that going?
Well, I haven't
You have a
gotten it
case?
yet. I have to meet with them.
Oh.
Eventually, they haven't given me an appointment yet.
what did they tell you, Michelle? You're on the list.
I'm at least making the first step towards making positive support.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm not sitting there not making appointments with doctors. I'm doing that. Rusty, don't moon the camera.
Now see Rusty's asshole. Looks like a pizza combo. And Michelle, I don't know why Rusty likes to show us his hindquarters so much on the show. It's a bit weird. Does he just naturally do that for you? Just present his butthole to you when he like jumps on the desk?
Oh, wish me no luck with this thing.
Okay, good luck. Yeah.
Well, at least Rusty likes being here.
Yeah, Michelle, you need to get rid
Michelle,
of that.
what do you do if they just
Let's
tell
ask
you
the
the same
audience.
thing in your therapy that we're telling you now? What if your therapist is just like, okay, if this is such a big deal, why do you keep doing it?
Oh, a minute. Come on, Rusty.
She's not going to hear that one, Brian. You gotta give her a few minutes to fuck with the cat and then get her attention back. You know how this works.
You
You're
got,
not Rocky.
you got
I guess
hair
you're
hanging
right,
off your
Wobble.
back end
Yeah.
there. Oh, okay.
Give it a minute. She's not going to answer that question anyway.
Well, I was trying to talk to the cat.
It's fine, Michelle. It's fine. Hi, Rusty.
Yeah.
Hi,
Rusty's
Rusty.
fine.
Rusty cunt. Meow.
Yeah. Okay.
Meow.
So,
I don't know, Michelle. It just seems like a lot of your problems are self-inflicted.
first of all, at least I'm making an effort to reach out to get the proper help I need. Rusty. Oh,
Well, that's not that's kind of a null point, because it can be like you have your arm cut off and you're like, at least I put a Band-Aid on it.
well, that's just, if I decided I was going to do that, I would have done it. But I decided it wasn't worth it. So I think that
Cutting
says
your arm
something.
off?
I'm just trying to say, sometimes I feel like that you need more serious attention paid to something, and you're kind of lackadaisical about it.
You know, when people told me if you really want something, you save for it. All right. Well, right now I can't afford it, so I'll have to wait until I can afford it.
That's why you shouldn't be buying lottery tickets.
Yeah. Or my face.
Yeah, my cat is gorgeous.
What's that? My pies.
Or a hot. It's like her hot spot for her phone. She's got like a thing so she could like take her phone, like it's like a hot spot, like a Wi-Fi, but it's like a portable one, so you could like go out and stream. And
But she never does that.
Yeah, we did stream with it yesterday.
I mean, one day out of how long?
So, what are your thoughts on the laundromat owner refusing you guys to not stream because you swear too much during your live
Because
stream?
Krista said the F-bomb a few times on the last stream.
Yeah.
Well, if he doesn't want us to be there streaming, that's fine. I still gotta wash my laundry anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you guys gotta have some regard for who's around and
Right.
consideration, and yeah.
Why don't you just tell them you're not live streaming, you're just on a phone call?
Yeah, voice time. should go to the park, Michelle. There's a park by you, isn't there? Go out, get some sun. Go people watching.
Yeah,
Put
I
the
know.
camera on.
I'm hoping to do some more outdoor stuff once the temperature stays in the 20s.
Well, Michelle, the thing in the wintertime was you're like, oh man, I hate the winter. I can't wait to get out. It's so cold. I can't wait to get out of the apartment and do stuff. Now the summer's here and it's, oh man, it's so hot. And
yes,
there's
Jojo,
gotta
I
be-
do
say about the
videos
commitment.
outdoors. So yes,
It's got to be like an equilibrium, maybe the fall or.
Michelle, are you afraid of hard work? I don't mean that in a derogatory way, by the way.
first of all, when you say hard work, you also do remember that I do have disabilities too, right?
Well, I understand that, but I mean, hard work is relative. What's hard for someone else could be easy for another, and vice versa.
For me right
But
now,
I'm
physically going
asking-
too far on my legs is kind of hard because of my injury, but I'm still doing that.
Okay, but are you afraid of hard work? Are you afraid of sacrificing things of yourself for something better?
Oh, yes, I almost sacrificed myself by falling flat on my ass over there by Cumberland Farms. I almost missed my step.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that you have to work towards for a while.
Like
Have you
the
ever done
ears,
something like that?
like the ears were.
Your ear?
But then I realized I couldn't afford it, so then I basically had to cancel, which I still have to come up in money and cancel. What else do you
You
want
have
to
to
do,
pay
guys?
to cancel?
My whole life has
Well,
always been a
consultation.
giant wait and see. It never ever
Michelle,
is.
hold on a second. You have to pay to cancel for your consultation with the surgeon?
No, I don't have to
No.
pay to cancel.
Just to pay
Oh,
for the
hold on,
consult.
please.
Pay for the consultation is what she's saying.
Okay, I thought she was saying she had to pay to
Oh,
cancel.
that'd be ridiculous. Yeah,
I
would
had
just
to
make the
pay to
appointment and
go to the consultation.
But I mean, out of priorities, it seems like that you put things that are kind of novelty before necessities.
Well, excuse me, I gotta possibly have a $250 electric bill next month. Is that a novelty or a necessity?
Well, Michelle, again,
That's a
Craig,
necessity, but that's
Craig-
what I'm saying about making these appointments with plastic surgeons in the first place.
why would you think your bill would be that high, Michelle?
What's that?
Why do you think your bill's going to be that high? I don't get why you
I'm
you
gonna
insist
say
your
about
bill's gonna be that high.
$250 because we've had the air conditioners on and 2 fans on, sometimes 3 fans on.
Okay, it should still not be that high, though. I mean,
I didn't
Craig
get that
gave you
bill
money-
yet. No, what the highest bill we had was $154, but that was before the Everscrew said that they're gonna raise the rates 100%.
yeah, they haven't done that yet. Mine haven't gone up. No one's bill's
I
gone
have to
up, though.
prepare for this if they do because I don't know when they're
Yeah,
gonna
but
do it.
Michelle, you don't, Michelle, you don't know that it's going to happen. Craig gave you money the other day. I don't know why you're stressing out
Right,
about
that
it.
was
Craig
for
gave
the
you
last
money.
bill for the 115. It was only
Right.
$57, which takes care of the
You're worrying about
$115.
nothing, like
Half the
getting that new video
$115
card.
bill.
Yeah, it's just like Michelle. It's like when you bought that new video card because you thought they were going to turn
No,
the World of
Andrew
Warcraft
is
off.
Andrew
They haven't
is
done
not
that.
on right now, but he might be in the side chat.
Yeah, you're like over worrying about things and like making a big deal out of something that's not going to be.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
why
think
are you
that bill
worried
was
about it?
going to be that high. I have to run 3 air conditioners in order to keep my apartment cool.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, Michelle. And again, Craig gave you money.
I
the
hope
other
not
day, so
either,
why
but
are
I
you
don't know what
stressing out
the
about it?
Department of Public Utility Control is going to allow them to charge us for the next rate hike. They're going to need because they can't
Michelle, why
afford
do
the
you keep doing all this mental gymnastics to fix your skewed view? Like, it's confusing how you twist and turn to try and fit the future into this framework that is off kilter to begin with. I mean, Krista says right there that she's running 3
Andrew,
times what you are.
Brian K., what's your astrological sign? Maybe this might help answer me a question.
That has nothing to do with it. I'm telling
What's
you,
your
someone that lives
astrological
nearby.
sign?
I can't even understand what you're saying. I'm saying Krista lives in your area. Okay, she's
Right,
under the
right.
same grid network.
Right, but
And
she
she says
also
it's
has
not that
also
high.
noted that her electric bill this summer has been extremely high too.
But not
She says
100.
right, but it's not going to be that high. There's look in the chat. There's a comment where she says it isn't that high, and she's running 3 ACs, and she lives in your area. She's on your same grid.
I think you're
Sky
just worrying over
Connecticut
nothing,
normally is
Michelle.
not that hot, no, but this summer has been brutal.
I think you're just scamming money, Michelle. It's a scam.
It kind of does seem like a scam at this point.
Well, that's what she does. She'll play on Craig, give him these sob stories, and then she'll donate to her because he's concerned about her.
No, because I
there's
also
there's
give
no
him the
need to be
bills
concerned.
too, so I let him see the numbers. I give him the actual bill so we can see the numbers.
Well, if it's not that high, Michelle, you're going to give Craig his money back. If it's not $250 next month, are you going to give him the extra money he gave you back?
I don't have to give the money back because I didn't even ask for $250.
I get dry bagged for it.
And if I do get an electric bill that high, I will give it to him as I already did. Like I gave him the $115 bill that's due. That one is due this month is $115. He gave me $57, so I can put towards that bill.
Well, you should already have the money to pay it, though, Michelle. You shouldn't need Craig's money. That's the point. You should already have the 100. Your bill regularly is $100.
Oh my god!
And you're saying it's $125. You don't have $25 extra to pay?
Yeah, I do get some of the money right now, but that's not the point. I got about $240 right now in the bank right now. In my checking account, and about $375 in the savings.
Well, it sounds like you're scamming Craig, Michelle, taking advantage of him. I don't like that because Craig's a personal friend of mine. You need to stop coming to him with your problems and dry begging and taking advantage of him, Michelle. I don't appreciate that.
Is that why you do that, Michelle?
That's why she complains until someone donates.
Well, yeah, why you create these like false crises in order to like drum up the
Brian, you didn't even answer the question I asked you. What's your astrological sign?
Michelle, all that stuff is fake. It doesn't matter.
I'm asking Brian K a question. I'd like to hear the answer.
Michelle, it doesn't matter when somebody was born. All that stuff is bullshit. It's all
right,
bullshit.
We're done talking right now. I'm going to take a break. I want to talk to the audience. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Avoid the questions, Michelle. That's great.
All right. I hate people when they do that to me. All right. We did not yet get a $250 electric bill. Correct. I did not tell Craig the electric bill was $250. That is correct. I did give him a copy of the bill that's due for the $115. He gave me $57, which goes to pay half of the electric bill this month, which I'm going to be sending out when I pay the bill on the 3rd, which I'm going to do on the 3rd, okay? And I know he's not stupid, and I give him the bill. I sent him the actual physical bill. I took a snapshot of it on my phone, and I sent him the bill so he could see the actual numbers, and he knew I was showing the actual truth. You see, when the bill was printed, it was actually covering mostly for late May through early June. Okay, actually May. So May was down to 115. But down June, his bill, Yeah, it was June's bill. May, June, okay? $115. And then, now we're going to be getting the July bill in August. And it's going to be very high because we've had very high temperatures. And according to Epic Economist, he said the utility companies are expecting to see the rent hikes of close to 100% this year by winter time. Now, please note, Epic Economist didn't say rate hikes right now. He said by winter, because of the situation with the Russian gas and oil. Okay, mostly for Europe, but part of the United States too, because we have been buying fuel from Saudi Arabia. The premier prince in Saudi Arabia said that they cannot supply enough crude oil to the United States to meet the daily demand. Okay, so that means that we really ideally need to open up our own oil and gas leases and start drilling for our own oil and gas. But Joe stupid Biden doesn't seem to understand that Americans need fossil fuels right now because not everybody is on the electric dole. And not everybody is going to be spending money on solar panels because they don't live in houses, they live in apartments. I didn't change my answer. Um, I'm a little bit upset with Ed not helping with the bills either. Let's just say that. But we've kicked that can down the road enough times, haven't we? And that frustrates me. And then he makes a mess in my apartment at the same time. Okay? You talk about I'm not happy with my living accommodations? No, I'm not. Okay? Because this apartment, when I was by myself, we had it neat and clean and tidy, and we knew where everything was, and everything had a place. Now, it's like, where is everything? I can't find half of my stuff. Okay? I just gotta find a place where I can have my own home back, where I can do my own things and put things where I want them, where I need them to be. No, it wasn't. It was nothing like it is now. Nothing like it is now. And Krista can verify that. Krista has been here when Ed wasn't here. Krista has been here before Ed came here. Krista knows that I actually came by myself. My apartment looks pretty good. For 2 years, of course, I had problems walking, so it was a little hard at first. But when I finally got a chance to get things organized, it looked good and tidy. Well, why do you let Krista talk, damn it, Brian K., instead of keep basically psychoanalyzing everything to death? You're asking questions, let her talk and give you the answers. What's the rest? Hey! He's with the class. Why do you want... What are you doing? I'm asking Krista to verify what I asked. She saw me try to clean this apartment before Ed moved in here. She knows what the apartment looked like before Ed came here. Yeah, I know. I'm about to turn the fire up a little more and make it even more spicy. Not because I want to, but because I want someone to finally at least... Her apartment was not that messy when Ed was not around. What was my apartment like before Ed even moved in last year? What was my apartment like, say, in January of 2021? Well, you were just starting to walk better then. Yeah. Remember, Ed moved in May. So, what was the apartment like in, say, April of 2021? Now Brian K wants you to quantify not messy. The state of the apartment was brought up, the documentary. Hardly lazy at all. Look, you people, some of you may understand it, some of you may not. I'm talking about for those who do not understand it. Okay? I do get depressed. That's the psychotherapy. Okay? I sometimes do get clinically depressed because of what's going on in my life. Again, that's why I'm going into psychotherapy. I need help dealing with this mental illness, anxiety, depression. There are real issues, guys, and that's no lie. Okay? Oh, Ed lazy. Oh, well, yeah, he's definitely lazy. He's not motivated to do nothing except make a mess. Yeah, but you know what? Michelle actually may not be able to see too good to clean. I may not be able to bend down to those really tight crevices. But usually when Michelle makes a mess, she cleans it up right away. She doesn't leave it there sitting around and languishing for days. Yeah, I don't. You know. Well, let me ask you a question, Brian K. What's your world? You live in the third world, right? You live in the second world. Everybody in your world doesn't expect everything being nice and tidy and neat because they realize that because the hyenas are going to make a mess of everything, or the anacondas or the snakes or because or even the neighborhood bantu that basically come in and basically trash your house because they think it's fun. That's where this program also helps too, Tiger Kitty. It's a multi-discipline program that does that as well. There's a case management option. I've asked for that too. I've asked for psychotherapy. I asked to speak to a nutritionist. I got the nutritionist and I got the psychotherapy evaluation appointment. Okay? So I'm contacting these people. They're doing their best to try to give me the services they need. They're a 501c3. They're not a major government agency. They're run by the United Way. Okay, and it's a community program based for people who are financially in need. Because I am one of those people. As far as then people are alcoholics and violent. Honestly, the U.S. is headed for a deeper third world much faster than the U.S. Then, wait a minute, that's twisted. That sounds like it's two different statements that don't even, they sound totally bipolar. It says it's more that people are alcoholics and violent. However, the U.S. is headed for a deeper third world much faster than the U.S. It's just that the U.S. started off better, but it will be worse off. No, I don't disagree with that. I mean, we see it already happening. American food banks can't even feed the poor right now. They don't even have the resources. Many food banks had to close their doors because they don't have the food. Why don't you try cleaning if you had bad eyes? It would be like turn off the light. You know what? Why don't you try this, Brian K? Just for the hell of it. Wear the wrong eyeglass prescription to simulate someone who only can see 2400 and you try to clean your house. I'd like to see you try. Simulates astigmatism with nystagmus, and you tell me how easy it is to clean the house when you can't always see the dirt in front of you. I can't even get a cleaning lady because the state of Connecticut won't pay for it. I can't get Medicaid because the state of Connecticut put me on a $3,000 spend down. How does that have to do with cleaning the house? At least I know how to get to the store. At least that's easy enough to watch out for the lorries. Not worry about getting smashed and crunched because I know how to get across the road safely. Her apartment was not that messy. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't that messy. It was cluttered, but it was nowhere near what Ed made it look like now. It's despicable now. Absolutely. It looks like it snowed in my kitchen because he poured boric acid over everything. I'm not saying blind people do not clean their homes. They do the best they can, Brian K. How far is the store? Less than 15 minutes on foot. Well, you know what? Karma didn't work in his favor because he didn't win. Neither did I. I'm just trying to say is, guys, stop being so hypercritical. First of all, Brian K., if I happen to realize that I need mental health therapy, there are people in this world who will always live in denial and never will get the help that they need. And they know they need it. And they'll say, nah, it's not worth it. I can't afford it. I'm the one who basically said to the doctor, I need counseling. I need mental health. I described to my medical doctor what was going on YouTube. She agreed that she would see if we can get psych therapy because we need this. And I need to be able to do it in Winstead because I can't get to Torrington. Okay? And so she got the therapist. We're going to be doing a telemed appointment and we're going to talk about these issues. Okay? Now, that's important to keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm actually seriously trying to do what I need to do. Yeah, they might. They might. They might. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but they might, depending on funds availability. You see, the problem is Joe Biden has shut down so many of the programs that used to help the low income people. The Democrats in general don't seem to care about the low income people at all. Not saying the Republicans are exactly angels, but the truth of the matter is under Joe Biden, less of the support services that were available are available anymore. Yes, I know that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna talk to the kid. Them to give me the case management support I need. And yes, I would like to start over in a new place. Maybe even a new state. Maybe even a new country. You know, I don't know. Maybe Canada. Well, I don't know. Canada's kind of nice, but it's Krista says, first of all, she should ask a doctor about how she applies for home health aid, where she can get a person to come and every week help her clean the house. Right. Exactly what I'm going to try to do. But I honestly think Ed needs to get his act together and get himself into his own home. He is the same doctor I have. He could have done the same thing I'm doing. He chose not to. Why? Because he says, I don't need that. I don't need this. You're seriously crazy. If you think you don't need help with some of this stuff, Ed, come on. But you don't want to do it, that's fine. You know what? You can do it your way. You can live in your rotten filth, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm not going to stay here much longer, because if I have to, I'm going to basically pick my bags up, and I'm going to see about getting into a better situation somehow. I know it's not a joke. I have a therapist, and I'm certainly not looking for a friend. And everything that needs a therapist is holding. I have a therapist, and I'm certainly not looking for a friend. So everybody that needs a therapist is looking for a friend, Brian K. Brian K., you are so wrong. I do not like a filthy house at all, okay? Kristen knows that. Kristen knows me personally. I have no idea. I think he does do some like sponging himself off. I don't know what he's been doing. I don't really keep up with his business. That's his business. I don't want to deal with his business. I don't want to get in the middle of his business. I just basically said, how do we know they're not? Again, it's Ed's problem, not mine. I'm trying to get the help I need. That's the difference. That is the difference. Is I want case management. I want psychotherapy. I want to talk to a nutritionist. I want to get my weight down. I want to improve my life. Okay? I want to see my channel grow in a positive way. I want to get rid of the people that think I'm a low cow, and I'm working on that too. Maybe they will. I don't know. See, I don't know what they're said. I don't have a release to talk to the nurses. I don't have the release to talk to the doctors. I don't know what they're planning. I don't know what the final outcome's going to be. Right now, the only way I'm going to get out of this dire mess is I'm going to have to walk away. Because that means that Ed's going to have to take care of the apartment himself. Oh, $800 a month rent. He's going to have to take responsibility for his actions. And I would have to find my own apartment somewhere else. But Connecticut's gotten so expensive, as Krista will tell you, it's almost impossible to afford to stay here. You can't. I've said this over and over again in the past. If I was to leave Connecticut, I would have to go where the rents are still cheap. That may be down in one of the southern states, or maybe even Kansas, or Nebraska, or one of the places where there's not much housing, but might be something inexpensive. I just don't like the fact that I'm being accused of doing something I'm not doing. I don't like being accused for something I did not do. I never lied to Craig about the utility bill. I'm afraid because the fact is we have the air conditioner going 24/7 in that bedroom. Window fans blowing 24/7. Because it's been so hot and humid. I'm on the third floor of a building that is not insulated. That adds up to a lot of the cost. Her dad's care about their places. Christina, did you check with your family to see if they were involved with the flash flooding in Kentucky? Because there's been some really bad flash flooding in Kentucky. You might want to contact your local relatives over there and see if they were affected by the flash flooding. No, I did not. Oh. Good morning. Craig, they're accusing me of trying to scam you for money for an electric bill that didn't exist. Would you believe that? I sent you a copy of my electric bill. They're saying I tried to scam you for an electric bill that didn't exist. And I said that I'm concerned that possibly in the next few minutes, given the high heat and the high temperatures, that my electric bill is going to be doubled because, according to Epic Economist, they said by wintertime, they said the electric rates are going to double by 100%, which obviously would never documented that as a physical bill because I never got a bill yet for 100% higher. And that they're saying I'm trying to scam you and saying that I actually trying to take advantage of your assistance. Trying to get it to pay is like trying to crack open a clam. I've already tried. It's like he ain't gonna help. He even had the nerve to tell me, "Dude, let's sign up for cable TV." I'm like, "Gee, no, we're not. You can't even pay even half the electric bill now. Why would you want me to sign up for cable TV?" Well, unfortunately, Craig Ed isn't putting anything towards the bill. In fact, he even said to me, he's like, "Why if we go halvesies and get cable TV?" I'm like, "We're not getting cable TV. You can forget that." I said, "No, absolutely not." I said, "You won't even pay me now." "Oh, this bill's not in my name." What? That's your latest excuse? I said, "That don't make any sense. That makes even less sense." Because I can't throw him out. He's got his own rental arrangement with the landlord. I have no legal right to throw him anywhere. Yeah, I know, but how am I going to get that out of him? Take him to small claims? It's going to cost you $175 to file. Brian, you're annoying me. Yeah, the easiest way to do that is for me to move my fucking ass out of here. There's your solution. If I leave, he has to pay the $800 a month for himself, pay the electric bill himself, and he's going to have to figure out how to take care of all the bills by himself. If I leave, he has no one else to enable him. He's just going to have to accept the fact that he's on his own. And that's why I'm seriously thinking about walking out that door and never coming back. I don't want to get an eviction. Because the fact of the matter is that's going to really look bad on your credit report for another landlord. But if I gave Jimmy my 30 days notice and packed up my shit and walked out, there ain't nothing I could do. I don't know why you guys don't understand that. You don't do that. If you go ahead, you're going to move, you give your landlord your 30 days notice, you pack your fucking bags and you go. Probably not. But then again, if I do leave, I want to have a solid plan behind me. Michelle, actually, the person that's in the wrong is Jimmy. Right, you're right. Because Jimmy was the one that has a separate rental agreement with Ed and put me into this mess in the first place and said if I try to throw Ed out, he's going to throw me out. Because he has a separate rental agreement with Ed than me. I do not have the legal right to throw Ed out of this apartment because I don't have Ed on a rental agreement. He's not a sublettee. He's got his own separate rental arrangement with the landlord that I don't have any control over. Well, I use the air conditioner too. The thing is I think the easiest thing for me to do is yes, that was originally the plan was to work together, and Jimmy decided not to do that. Ed pays his own rent of $400 a month. That's what Jimmy's charging him. He has a separate rental agreement with Jimmy. I do not have any control over that rental agreement. Yes, he let Ed move into the apartment and he pays Jimmy separately his own rent of $400 a month. He does not pay me, he pays Jimmy. Which also means that Jimmy could also rightfully move him to another building if he wanted to. That would have been made sense, but that's not what Jimmy's doing. He's charging us $1,200 because Ed's here, so Ed has to pay his own $400, and I have to pay my $800 a month rent. Talk about getting in the squeeze. You think about that. Brian, I don't think you understand. I just said the truth. What the situation was over and over for weeks. It hasn't changed. Ed has a separate agreement with Jimmy. He pays $400. I pay $800 because I'm the original renter of the apartment. So Jimmy's pocketing that extra $400 for Ed to stay here. Because the cost of water went up, the cost of taxes went up, and there's two people here. So Ed has to pay his own rent of $400 a month, and then I pay my rent of $800 a month. No, it's not right. But you know what? That's the way it fell out. That's the way it all came out in the end. That's the way it came out in the end. And if you ask me, I hate it. Because not only does he think that he can now stay here, hire this guy because he does have a legal right to stay here. He has his own rental lease with the landlord for this apartment. And I don't like the way he crams himself into my life and basically insists, for example, on, I don't know. How do I describe it? Ed likes to sprawl, okay? He likes a guy, he likes to spread his stuff all over the place. Pretty much. Yeah, the easiest way to do that is for me to move out of here. And then he'll have to pay his own full $800 a month rent. And that's what I'm deep down want to do. I want to just pack my bags, pack my computers, get a moving truck somehow, and get out of here. And then he'll have to figure out how to pay his $800 a month rent on his own, with his own electric, his own internet. And then he will have to just basically accept the reality of what's going on. There is a legal agreement. There is a legal agreement. Why does everybody not believe me when I'm telling you the truth? There is a verbal and written legal agreement between the landlord and Ed for $400 each month due on the 3rd. I have an agreement that is $800 a month due on the 3rd. Okay? On Ed's side, it says all utilities are included in the rent, which includes electric, which includes phone, which includes internet, includes heat, includes hot water, includes garbage. Mine says the only thing I get included in the rent is heat, hot water, cold water, garbage, and sewer. That's it. Good luck. He ain't gonna talk to you. Tiger Kitty tried to talk to him one time and he slammed the phone down in her ears. Yes, we do have paperwork. I'm not obligated to show it to you guys. If you are my solicitor or my barrister, Oh yeah, I will show it to you. But they want to know what the actual rental agreement between Ed and Jimmy is. The letter that we sent to DSS is the written contract between Jimmy and Ed. Says that Ed gets all utilities paid for in the rent of $400 a month to 1/3 of each month. I would agree with you, but unfortunately that's not the way Ed's doing it. He won't even go $600 a month. That would be halvesies. But then again, he would maybe say, well, I'm only supposed to pay Jimmy $400, so how am I supposed to pay $600 and then pay $400? You can't even pay $200 utilities. Or give me free food stamps. Free food stamps. You throw your fucking beer cans all over my fucking house. You make a mess of the place. You know, it's the beer cans that particularly burn me up the most. I don't have to prove you're up. I don't have to prove you're right either. I will send a copy of the paperwork to Krista that we sent to DSS from Jimmy. All right? I'll have to look it up because I know the copy we have doesn't have Jimmy's signature on it. But because when we did send them, because we actually gave it his original copy. It's true. He does not go to the ATM. I do. Because I have to get the $400 for him because he doesn't want to go to the ATM even. Krista, I'll tell you what you said privately. I want to talk to you privately, Krista. I'm just getting fed up. I'll just type in Krista message. All right. Honey, if I leave this building and I turn in my keys and I leave on good terms with the landlord, and Ed can have the whole goddamn apartment, cockroaches and all, and he can basically have to pay the $800 a month, plus the electric, plus the phone, plus the internet. Guess what? Oh yes, before I leave, I shall disconnect the electric, disconnect the phone, and disconnect the internet, and then get my stuff packed as best I can and get out of here. And that's exactly what I'm thinking about really doing. Because, guys, I don't like what I'm feeling and seeing around here. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now, let's get ready to wrap this up. I'm going to talk to Krista in private. We're going to discuss this in private. She knows the situation as good as I do. I don't think she likes it any more than I do with my stupid cursor. Anyways. But I'll talk to Krista about this in private. So for now, I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry because you're going to be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money
Well,
into
I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want big whoppers.
These are the real deal, baby. These are real.
But but would you wouldn't want, you've seen roses. I mean, they're massive.
I know, I know. But then again, we also see like other people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything sags. And of course, we have the tools of trade, the fame, the calendar, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Golden one. Versus. Fight.
That's how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. All right. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep.